Montebello, a video series recognizing the incredible manufacturers.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is January 15, 2026. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for being here. This is the Parks and Recreation Commission. Can you guys please join me to do the Pledge of Allegiance? Can everybody please stand and put your right hand over your heart? Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So we're going to call the meeting to order at 5:37. Can we get a roll call, please?
Chairperson Lobano,
Present?
Vice Chairperson Jimenez,
Present.
Commissioner Yoa,
Present.
and then Commissioner Castaneda and Commissioner Turner are absent.
Thank you. Are there any corrections to the agenda?
Chairperson, at this time, there are no corrections from staff for the agenda.
All right, moving forward, are there any public comments?
Chairperson, at this time, the general public may address the commission or committee on items listed on the agenda, including items not listed on the agenda, which are referred to as non-agenda items that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of this commission. Please be aware that the maximum time allotted for members of the public to speak shall not exceed 3 minutes per person. State law prohibits the commission or committees from taking action or entertaining extended discussion on a topic that is not listed on the agenda. Please show courtesy to others and direct all your comments to the chairperson and the commission. And no cards. And we do not have any cards today, chairperson.
All right, since we don't have any cards, I'm going to move forward to consent items.
Chairperson, thank you. Item number 1 is basically a recommendation from staff, and I'm going to read from the staff report here for the good of the commission. So essentially, the recommendation for the Parks and Rec Commission is to restructure some of the ad hoc committees. And essentially what staff are suggesting is combining the special events and the programs ad hoc committee. You'll see in 2026, with the full commission now that we have, I know not all present today, we'll be having a more regular schedule for these ad hoc committees. So in order to best use your time, staff's time, and make sure these things make sense for everybody, the recommendation essentially is that staff are making is to combine the special events and programs committee. And reason being is there's a lot of overlap between the two. So the city has, the Parks Department, the Recreation Department has a lot of programs, a lot of special events, and some of the supervisors and coordinators that we would bring into these ad hoc committees, they would kind of serve on both. So it makes more sense for everybody's time instead of scheduling 2 standalone meetings. We think it'd be best served. As previously noted before the meeting, I know the chairperson serves on both of the committees and Commissioner Castaneda serves on one or the other, but at this time, staff's recommendation would remain the same regardless of the attendance today, right? So if you have any questions about a recommendation, we're more than happy to answer those. If not, the recommendation is for someone to move this item forward. Thank you.
I do have one question. So if we do combine them, the same members will stay in those ad hoc committee? Or it'll just be 2 people, or it'll be 4 people?
So, good question, Chairperson. So we'd actually have a little bit of a decision to make for the commission. So what we would do with your direction, with the full body today, we would have recommended that you guys hash that out today. However, again, further recommendation, again, it's up to the chairperson, the commission to make a final decision, would be to consolidate and then at the next meeting, vote on who would be on the committee, the new programs committee or special events committee, whatever we decide to call it, right? But the fair thing to do would be to wait for all of your colleagues to be up here, right? So the decision would be just to restructure it today, combine into one committee, and you could decide who serves on that one committee at a future date. That seems to be the fair way to hash that out.
Mr. Jimenez or Yolanda, do you guys have questions? No questions. Yeah, I think we could move forward to reorganizing that and combining that. Can I get a roll call, please?
Chairperson Lobano,
Aye.
Vice Chairperson Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa,
Aye.
All right, that move forward, and then next meeting we'll decide who's going to be in that committee. All right, we're going to move forward to the next item. The approval of minutes from the last meeting from November 2025. You guys approve those minutes? Can I get a roll call to approve, please?
Chairperson Levano,
Aye.
Vice Chairperson Jimenez,
Aye.
Commissioner Ulloa.
Aye.
Thank you. Moving forward, staff comments or communications, sorry.
Thank you, Chairperson, members of the commission, members of the public. Our first item for today, we'll show you here on the screen, is a brief recap of the first ad hoc committee meeting that we had with the golf ad hoc. So as promised to the commission when we were able to open the golf course, right, and actually fill this commission to a full 5-person body. So we thank your council members for appointing you and for you guys attending to these meetings, but we were able to meet with the ad hoc that's oversees and helps us assist with the golf course. So as you can see here in our presentation, during the ad hoc, we did give a construction recap. We talked about how the entirety of the project took from October 2022, 20 months. And essentially the recap of the construction was that we had a former 18-hole course, moved into a 9-hole championship course, and renamed the facility as the Bella Verde Golf Course. We did reopen in May of 2024 with the new name, and the new clubhouse and golf shop opened in November of 2024. Also, current golf operations, we did explain to the subcommittee, the ad hoc committee, I'm sorry, how the city operates through Troon. Is our contracted folks that operate the pro shop, they operate the clubhouse, they operate the maintenance of the facility, right? And we talked about the night golf was going on from Wednesdays to Sundays from 4 to 8:30 p.m. and that the regular hours for the 9-hole and the short course are 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. More or less during this season, right? And that changes seasonally. As the sun sets later, we'll have further later hours. We also talked about golf promotions, including the family par 3 special for $25 for 4 people on the short course every day till 4 p.m. And we've continued a very popular feature there at the golf course where you could play the 9 holes twice. So the people that want the 18-hole experience, instead of paying about $70 for that, if you do the replay, as we call it, it's a $55 total fee, including a golf cart. Lastly, we did talk about the revenue and the rounds increasing by 27% year over year from this time. So at that time when we met in December 15th with this ad hoc, and then also an increase in rounds by 32%. Lastly, we had talked about the driving range reopening. So we do have a date for you on that. We will be reopening the driving range on Friday, January 23rd, every day from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. It will be open. The new facility features new roof, drywall, netting repairs, new equipment, and electronic machines to distribute golf balls. We will be having a grand opening event on Saturday, February 7th at the driving range from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And obviously the commission would be invited to that. So we're excited for the driving range to open and give another recreational amenity to the facility, as well as bring some increased revenue for the golf course and the golf course fund. So that's staff's brief summary of the golf ad hoc committee. And if there's any questions about anything we've discussed, we open it up to obviously the commission, but the ad hoc committee members themselves to discuss. Thank you.
I do want to say thank you for facilitating that meeting. It was very informative. We did get a little bit more insight of certain things, the way it was built, and of course important things like the revenue and the construction, the reopening of the driving range. Personally, I think it's a great idea, and it's going to help the city increase revenue, at least for the golf course and within those facilities. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairperson. So I kind of spilled into item 2 there with the range. So moving on to staff's communication, item number 3. Just another one of the divisions at the city's Recreation Community Services Department oversees is the Park Maintenance Division. And what that becomes a majority of what you see in the city's landscaping, medians. There's several park areas, obviously, and there's several streets throughout the city. There's Bluff Road, there's Lincoln. So in conjunction, obviously, with the Public Works Department, we work closely on operating the contract. We did want to let folks know that the city does have a new landscape contractor that's doing the citywide landscape maintenance. Contract was awarded in November at a city council meeting, and that company is called Mariposa Landscapes, very well established in the municipal world, so you see them in a lot of cities, and we're excited to work with them. So they started January 1st, and as I mentioned, they're responsible for landscape of maintenance of city parks, facilities, and medians. So if there's any questions about that, I can answer them at this time.
No questions, thank you.
All right, Chairperson, and for our last two items, 4 and 5, I'm going to pass the microphone over to our Assistant Director, Veronica Maris.
Good evening, Chairperson Levano, members of the Commission. Happy New Year to everybody. As David mentioned, I just have two updates for this evening. The first is to announce our first City Service Saturday of the year, offered as part of our Montebello Volunteer Program. That will take place at the end of the month on Saturday, January 31st at Ashia Park, and depending on the number of volunteers that we have in attendance, we will extend into the surrounding area to help with some trash abatement in that space as well. The event will start at 9 a.m. Registration, of course, is available online to anybody who wants to sign up in advance, which we highly encourage. But we do allow for individuals and groups to sign up on the day of as well and fill out the waiver, as long as they are over the age of 14. Projects for the day will include painting, trash removal, and other small projects to help beautify the park and its surrounding area. Next one, please. And lastly, we have our pet vaccine clinic, a very popular event that we host once a month at City Park. That will take place on Saturday, January 24th at 9 a.m. from 9 to 11, excuse me. This program is offered, just to provide a little bit of background, is offered in partnership with VetCare. It provides low-cost vaccines, microchipping, and other vital pet services, as you can see listed there. That is once per month, but due to the program's popularity, we're actually looking to expand here to Acuna now that we have the dog park in place. So we will keep everybody posted on that and the availability included in the rec guide, which we've also provided as well. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
No questions, thank you. Oh, you have a question? Sorry about that.
Which website can interested parties that want to volunteer for the park cleanup, what website can they
It would be
visit?
available at montebellorecreation.com.
Got it, thank you.
All right, thank you. We're gonna move forward to Commission Oros. Commissioner Yoda? No? Okay. In my end, I do want to wish everybody a good year. I know this is the first meeting of the year, and I hope they have more meetings and productive meetings. That's pretty much it. All right. So we'll adjourn the meeting today at 5:48 p.m. Thank you.